So it is 20 minutes past 8. Using plain English to get your point across is a simple idea that still appears to be too complicated for many businesses and organisations to get their head around. Jargon and sophisticated language still creeps into daily life, whether it's in the workplace, your insurance policy, or even last month's budget announcement. Well, now you can dob people in for their confusing gobbledygook or praise great examples of clear communication, because entries for the Plain English Awards are now open. And joining me now is Shelly Davies, a former winner who teaches business people and professionals how to use plain language. Morena, Shelly, how are you? It's been a long time.
Ata Maria Ehoa is good. It is wet down here in Christchurch.
Yeah. Now, thoughts are with those in the greater Canterbury region as well. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, and it's so nice to reconnect with you. So tell us about, I guess, what you do and why it's important, the mahi that you do in terms of trying to get companies and organisations to just keep things simple, I guess.
Awesome. Yeah, look, there are a couple of things, right? Our verbal language changes drastically, quickly over time, but our written language is really slow to catch up. So that's one side of it. The other side is that as consumers, we are so used to receiving things in plain language, information in plain language. When your utilities provider, that kind of thing, your bank, your insurance company. But when we are writing at work, we forget about that we can write like that, and we get really formal, and that makes the information much more confusing. So these Plain Language Awards are all about encouraging people to be more clear and to celebrate the good, clear communications, the good work that's being done out there.
Yeah, I think that is a beautiful thing to be able to celebrate that. But how did you actually get into this kind of work? What pushed you into it? What did you see?
Well, don't hold it against me, but I used to be a high school English teacher. I then taught at universities. And then I was involved with my hapu on Great Barrier Island, and we had hired someone to write a very weighty legal document for us. And when he wrote it, it was written in this first person, really easy to understand voice. And once I realised that you can write in a more human way, just like the way that we speak, and that can still be official and professional and credible, there was no turning back for me, and I've been training people for the last decade now.
Yes.
Now, the Plain English Awards are such a great opportunity to celebrate this, because yes, you can dob in a really confusing, waffly piece of writing, but you can also go, hey, these guys are doing a really good job and we want to celebrate them.
What kind of response do you get from the businesses and the organisations that you work with? And I guess when I'm talking about responses, I'm talking about what their employees, how they react to the information that's been given to them when it's been done in plain language.
People are just so grateful. And actually, when something is written very clearly, the writing becomes invisible. It just does its job. You receive the information that you need. And the New Zealand government got a lot of attention internationally, right, during COVID communications, because we did that very clearly. We did that really well. I think the real challenge is, if you are someone that works in an office and you have to write things, remember that the way that we've always done it is not necessarily still the best way. So if you see people who are communicating clearly, who are writing things in a really honest, personal kind of voice that is working, we would really love you to get those entries into the awards. You've got all of June and all of July to make the entries. And don't forget to dob in the waffly ones too.
Yeah, where do we find the awards, Shelly?
Just search for Plain English Awards. I'm pretty sure it's plainenglishawards.co.nz. We're going to have an online awards ceremony in October. And I'd just like to give a shout out to Right Limited, who is the founding sponsor of the awards, and they administer the awards.
I love it. Hey, Shelly, just before we wrap things up, and I hope you don't mind me going down this path, because the first time that you and I met, we were at a women's prison, and you were doing work within that prison with the wahine there. Why did you get into that mahi, and why is it important for you to be involved with those women?
I've only just done a little bit of that work, and I really hope to do more. For me, the journey of training people how to write more clearly has helped me find my authentic voice and feel a lot more powerful in my world. I think the more power we can give our women and help them to heal and help them to grow, that's just good for the world, right? It's good for whānau, it's good for the world. So I feel really privileged when I can help anyone to feel more confidently able to use their voice.
Tāhua rawa tēnā, that's beautiful. Thank Thank you so much, Shelly. Neira te mihi atu ki a koe. It is lovely to see you again, Shelly Davies, plain language coach. But yeah, plain language awards. Is that what it was? Plain. Hang on, Shelly, you still there? We still got Shelly?
I'm here.
Yeah. So the awards again?
Plain English Awards.
PlainEnglish.co.nz. There you go. Beautiful.
You got it.
Eventually got there.
Thanks, Shelly. Thanks, Shelly.
Beautiful to see you.
What an amazing woman.
Yeah, she is. And it's nice to reconnect because we haven't seen Shelly for a few months. So, yeah, beautiful mahi that she's doing.
Stay with us, team. The 8:30 news.